Halle Berry has a timeless beauty. She's looking just as good as she did 10, 20, or even 30 years ago. Can you believe she's actually 54? And her looks haven't faded in the least bit over the years. We wish we knew her secret. We're going to take a look at some of the sexiest photos of Berry from the last few decades, but you're going to want to make sure you stick around to see the smoking hot photo she just posted on social media. How can someone that just celebrated their 54th birthday still embody such confidence and sex appeal? It appears as if she didn't just make some kind of deal with the devil, but in fact, her ageless looks are the result of some serious dedication and hard work. And don't worry, as spicy as some of these pics might be, none of them are what we would consider not safe for work. So put your mind at ease and get ready for an extra special dose of hotness. Someone might have to call the fire department after we make our way through these scorching hot pics. Where she got her start. Berry got her start back in 1986 at the Miss World competition in her hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. She had already won the Miss Ohio competition that very same year and had come in second at the Miss USA competition. She came in sixth at the Miss World event, which was a huge deal for the then 20-year-old. Her iconic haircut. When most people think about Halle Berry, they typically equate her with her pixie cut, which looks exceptionally good on her, we might add. The first iteration of this short hairstyle was in 1989, when she played Emily Franklin in the short-lived series Living Dolls, which was a spin-off of Who's the Boss. That role was actually her first acting credit, setting the stage for a long and successful career in show business. Ripped and all smiles. We really don't know how she pulls it off, but she's had abs of steel for 3 decades now. Whereas the rest of us see our weight and figure fluctuate as we age, Berry seems to only have gotten hotter. Not only is her body something to envy and lust after, but she has got the smile of a goddess. How can you hold back from absolutely gushing when you see those pearly whites? Check out this photo from 1990. Halle is almost unrecognizable. Look at that velvet dress. It might not be as revealing as some of her skimpier wardrobe choices, but it sure shows off her stunning curves. Her simple makeup in the shot also helps keep our eyes fixated on her breathtaking body. Or check her out in The Last Boy Scout in 1991, where she was opposite Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans. Who else can pull off those hoop earrings and that fringe leather jacket like that? We should also probably take a moment to credit Berry for having some of the nicest arms in Hollywood as well. It seems like every inch of her body is finely chiseled. Maybe she maintained that kind of muscle tone from boxing, which happens to be one of her favorite means of staying in shape. Flawless skin. Maybe it's her genes, or maybe it's her meticulous health and wellness routine, but all we know is that Halle has incredibly impeccable skin. According to an interview she did back in 2019, one of her anti-aging secrets is bone broth. A grand slam. Back in 1996, she went on MTV's Rockin' Jock, which was a series that brought celebrities and athletes together and put them head-to-head in a sports-themed reality competition. Of course, Halle absolutely killed it. Not only did she look sporty, sexy, posh, and gorgeous all at once, but her outfit was totally a home run as well. Also in 1996, Berry starred in the thriller The Rich Man's Wife, and although the film was a dud, holding only a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes, mind you, she was by far the most intriguing highlight. Here's a picture of her promoting the film in a classy dress and curly updo. Then we have this one from 1991, where she's showing off perhaps the most famous part of her anatomy on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Did she invent that pose? We think she might just have been a woman well ahead of her time. Red is definitely her color. The color definitely accentuates her eyes. It brings out that seductive, sultry quality that makes you want to take a long walk on the beach with her, or perhaps enjoy an evening of Netflix and chill. One can dream, right? That couch sure looks like a cozy place to curl up and watch John Wick 3. If you're enjoying what you're seeing as much as we are, make sure you give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Tap the bell icon to turn on notifications so you can keep up with all our latest video drops. And you're still going to want to stick around to see that recent topless photo that Halle posted on her Instagram. Don't worry, it's worth the wait. Back to her humble beginnings. Before we get totally lost in those eyes, maybe we should touch on her past a bit more. She was born on August 14, 1966 in Cleveland. Her dad, Jerome, was African American, and her mother, Judith Berry, was white. She was the youngest daughter in the family. Her older sister's name is Heidi, and she's largely stayed out of the spotlight over the years. The family spent the first few years of Halle's life living in low-income housing in the inner city. In the early 70s, Jerome decided he was done taking care of his family and wife and left. Judith gathered up her kids and moved to the mostly white suburban neighborhood of Bedford. Racism pushed her to excel. There, Berry went to a nearly all-white public school and as such faced a substantial amount of racial discrimination. Because of this senseless hate, she felt even greater motivation to succeed and prove all the haters wrong. Throughout high school, Halle was super active both socially and in extracurricular activities. Not only was she the editor of her school's paper, but she was also the class president and head of the cheerleading squad. Sweet 16 to Beauty Queen. She won a few titles back in the early 80s. Some of her first wins included Miss Teen Ohio and Miss Teen America before she eventually started placing in the adult pageants that would pave the way for her eventual momentous success. For a brief period, she also attended Cuyahoga Community College, where she studied one of her other passions at the time, journalism. Although she would decide that particular path wasn't for her before she earned her degree. She knew that what she really wanted was to be an entertainer. So she first moved to Chicago, then to New York to pursue a modeling gig. It was shortly thereafter she started landing her first gigs in film and TV. She quickly developed a reputation not only for being stunningly beautiful, but also for having a great deal of acting talent. Her first big role that gave her the boost she needed to skyrocket to the top was in Spike Lee's Jungle Fever, where she played Samuel L. Jackson's drug-addicted girlfriend. But she wasn't a one-trick pony either, taking diverse roles in films like CB4 in 1993, The Flintstones in 1994, and HBO's biopic Dorothy Dandridge in 1999, the latter earning her a Golden Globe and Emmy Award for Best Actress in a Television Movie. Flash forward to 2001. One of Halle Berry's most notable and critically acclaimed performances of her career was in Monsters Ball. For that role, she would also earn another Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a Drama, as well as winning the Academy Award for Best Actress. Also in 2001, Berry would make waves for appearing topless in the critically panned John Travolta film Swordfish. Reportedly, she was paid $500,000 just for agreeing to do the 3.5-second scene. The next decade would see her shine in works such as Their Eyes Were Watching God, Perfect Stranger, and Cloud Atlas. More recent roles. The 2010s were good for Berry as well. In 2014, she starred in Steven Spielberg's CBS sci-fi series Extant, where she played an astronaut who comes home to Earth after a 13-month solo mission in space, mysteriously pregnant. In 2017, she appeared in the thriller Kidnap, as well as the action film Kingsman: The Golden Circle. In 2019, she co-starred in John Wick 3: Parabellum and produced the BET series Boomerang. Halle's topless Instagram photo. Okay, the moment y'all have been waiting for. In August, Halle left us with little reason to wonder if she had the same sex appeal she's always had when she posted one of the steamiest photos of the year. Maybe it was because she had just turned 54 and wanted the world to know she still not only had confidence but also a smoking hot body. But here's a pic of Berry sitting against a wall. She's wearing nothing except for a pair of high-waisted white sweatpants. Her arms are strategically placed in such a way that this pic didn't break any of Instagram's nudity rules. But it doesn't even have to show everything to get our hearts racing. The photo is captioned with the very uplifting and motivational words, "Self-love is never selfish." Hopefully, we can all take this life advice to heart, especially living in today's crazy, chaotic world. Well, we hope that was worth the wait. But to be honest, Halle has been smoking hot her entire adult life. Her hard work and exercise have definitely paid off. Do you think she's hotter now than she's ever been? Or do you think she peaked in the 90s? Let us know what you think in the comments section. And before you go, make sure you show us some love by giving this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications by tapping the bell icon.